2 games, 11 goals, a hat-trick and a brace. These are the details of the first 2 games in the second round of the Total Energies Women's African Cup of Nations. Now the second round of matches has begun, and we've seen Zambia taking on Senegal, and we've also seen the host Morocco taking on DR Congo. So without much ado, let's just go right into the first game. Now the first game of the round was between Zambia and Senegal. Now mind you, I said that in my previous video that this game was very crucial for both teams. If you haven't watched that video, just tap any of the link up here and it will take you right there. Good. Now welcome back. Let's just go into the teams, shall we? Listen, I'm very excited about this video and if you haven't subscribed, just make sure you do right some, because this helps me and encourages me to bring more content to you like this. So Coach Nora Hupla picked her strong 11. So we saw Musole in post, and of course we know that in this time around she went in with a 3-back system, so it was more like a 3-5-2. We know very well that this pair, the double trouble, Kundonanji and Barbara, Charlie. But let's not get right ahead of ourselves, okay? So into the Senegalese team, we saw Aji, a very talented goalkeeper, even though she used to be a striker while she was playing for the Senegalese junior team, and she's transitioned to a goalkeeper. I feel like she really did well in this game. It's just quite unfortunate the result didn't go as she wanted. And of course, we also saw Mama Diop leading the front line as well, and Nguena was also there. Both teams, they brought up their best 11, yeah. And the game kickstart, it was really fun, and in the 5th minute, Ndiaye converts through a very calm, you just take a look at the goal. Just well composed in getting that goal for Senegal, just to put Senegal in front. And when it happened like that, we were like, ooh, it's over, Zambia, it's over. But no, as long as we have Barbara Banda in the mix, it's not over. 7 minutes after Barbara Banda, I think it was some mess-up in the back line, and then they couldn't mark her well, and Kundonanji just dropped the ball to Barbara's feet, and she just banged it into the net. Of course, with such a distance, she's not going to miss. But of course, the game was really intense, and when the equalizer came, the game became very intense. Both coaches were trying to figure out how to get the better of each other. But Senegal got a handball, but it was ruled as it wasn't a handball due to VAR for whatever reasons best known to them. To me, I think it was 50-50, but I don't think her hand was in a natural position. But anyway, they know the game better than I do. Of course, we're moving on when Kundonanji also got a very chance again, and that's sloppy defending by Senegal. And one-on-one, Kundonanji is never ever going to miss such a chance. He just bangs it into the net. So yes, but we saw that Senegal was still playing good. They really wanted to take something from this game. As I said earlier, they needed at least a point to put them in a good position. But as you are here, we can see that just out of nowhere, Barbara taps it into the net, and that made it 3-1. So that was what killed the hopes of the Senegalese team. But Senegal got a penalty in around the 80th minute, and of course Ndiaye again stepped up and she scored. So we had 2 players scoring a brace in this game. So yes, and that set the tone for the round, because listen, I thought this game was it, yeah. But when we entered the game against DR Congo and Senegal, let's just go in. So the second game, which was a game between Morocco and DR Congo, was something that was really quite intense. So the game began, everything seemed to go on well until the 5th minute. We saw that Kajinga, who I said missed out in the first game, just striked and stung the hosts Morocco. They were quite shocked that they could concede early in this game, but then again, that was indeed a wonderful strike by Kajinga. You wouldn't want to present such a chance to her and she's going to miss out. But when a big player stands out, a bigger player comes on as well. So we saw Chebak coming on to give that beautiful goal on a volley, and just like that, Morocco is back in the game. Just on the brink of halftime, we all thought that probably Congo could try and hold the game on level terms into the halftime break and maybe see what they could do after the break. But unfortunately, Chebak once again threw a defensive blunder, just got the ball into the net, and that was how Morocco got their lead for the first time in the game. DR Congo fought back because Mawete, she really got inside the box, and it really ignited the hopes of DR Congo. So we were all like, Charlie, this is it. Yes, the game is back on. DR Congo, they can go on to then do something. And before we know, Captain Chebak struck again. How? She then became the first player to get a hat-trick in this competition. And of course, it's really a very beautiful sight to behold. And come and see, the crowd was really erupt. And that was how come Morocco restored their lead. And just when we thought it was all over, Morocco had to be sure that they win, and DR Congo gave out a penalty. And of course, if it's a penalty, you don't expect Morocco to miss. So Marbet converts the penalty to make it 4-2 for the host. Now this is quite interesting, yeah, because the first round of matches we played 6 games, as I said in my previous video. The number of goals that was scored in all of the matches was 15 goals. Now 2 games into round 2, we have 11 goals. What? Just 2 games, we have 11 goals. So so the next round of games is going to be quite interesting, because we are going to have Nigeria in action. We are going to see Tunisia in action. So we'll see. I think it's going to be Nigeria against Botswana, and Tunisia will be taking on Algeria. So it's a very interesting game to hold. Algeria, they already have their points. They have all 3 points, so they are poised that once they are able to get a point out of this game against Tunisia, they would be able to move on to the second round, or the knockout stages of the competition. For Nigeria, this should be like a walk in the park for them, but it's the AFCON. You cannot write people off, you cannot write teams off. But yeah, we expect the Super Falcons to do what they know best in their next game against Botswana. But let me know what you think of the games today. Barbara Banda shined again. Chebak also shined. Barbara Banda got a brace. Chebak got a hat-trick. And let me know who you think is going to be the player of the tournament, because these 2 players are really doing a lot to contest for that prestigious award. So as it stands now, these are the standings in Group A. We have Morocco at the top of the table with 4 points. We also have Zambia on second with 4 points, and we have Senegal with 3 points. And as it stands, DR Congo is out of the competition, and I'm sure they know by now that the last game is crucial, that they have to win. They have to win and then hope that things go on somehow in the next round of matches for the other teams. But at least they have to win. They have to win and hope that maybe something happens to Senegal, that they will be able to come on top. But as it stands, they are out of the competition, and it's really a heartbreak for them, because we expected so much from them, but this is what they were able to deliver. So round 2 is already here. Group B will be playing on Thursday, so let's see what will be happening in that game. Let's hear your predictions for those games as well. So until I see you in the next video, I'm Selassie, and I'm just a guy who loves women's football. Just make sure you subscribe.